This is Misty Forest Bible Ministries, and this is Genesis chapter 2 for the King James 3. And the heavens and the earth were finished, and all their host. And on the seventh day, God finished his work which he had made, and he ceased on the seventh day from all his work which he had made. And God blessed the seventh day and sanctified it, for he ceased from all his work on it, which God had created to make. These these are the generations of the heavens and the earth, and they were created in the day that Jehovah God was making earth and heavens. Every shrub of the field was not yet on the field, and every green plant of the field had not yet sprung up, for Jehovah God had not sent rain on the earth, and there was no man to till the ground. The mist went up from the earth and watered the whole face of the ground, and Jehovah God formed the man out of dust from the ground and breathed into his nostrils and the breath of life, and man became a living soul. And Jehovah God planted a garden in Eden to the east, and he put the man whom he had formed there. Out of the ground Jehovah God made to spring up every tree that is pleasant to the sight and good for food. And the tree of life was also in the middle of the garden, and the tree of knowledge of good and evil. And a river went out of Eden to water the garden, and there it was divided and became four heads. The name of the first was Bashan. It is one surrounding all the land of Havilah, where gold is. The gold of that land is good, and there is bdellium, gum resin, and onyx stone. The name of the second river is Gihon. It is the one surrounding all the land of Cush, and the name of the third river is Tigris. It is the one going east of Assyria, and the fourth river is the Euphrates. And Jehovah God took the man and put him into the Garden of Eden to work it and to keep it. And Jehovah God commanded the man, saying, you may eat of every tree in the garden, but the tree of knowledge of good and evil you may not eat, for in the day of eating it, dying you shall die. And Jehovah God said, it is not good that man being alone. I will make a helper corresponding to him. And Jehovah God formed every animal of the field and every bird of the heavens out of the ground, and he brought them to the man to see what he would call it. And all which the man might call it, each living soul that was its name, the man called names to all the cattle and the birds of the heavens, and to every animal of the field, but no helper corresponding to him was found for a man. And Jehovah God caused a deep sleep to fall on the man, and he slept, and he took one of his ribs, closed up the flesh instead of it. And Jehovah God formed the rib which he had taken from the man into a woman, and brought her to the man. And the man said, this now at length is bone of my bones and flesh of my flesh, for this shall be called woman, because this had been taken out of man. Therefore a man shall leave his father and his mother, and shall cleave to his wife, and they shall become one flesh. And they were both naked, and the man and his wife, and they were not ashamed.